What's going on, guys? Vinny Builds Bricks here, back again with another video. Today, I'm not reviewing a set. I'm going over the leaks for the 2025 October and August wave. So this should be pretty interesting. So, first off the bat, I'm gonna have to say I'm kind of disappointed with Lego currently. I'll get into my complaints and my gripes, but today's gonna be a rant video, so I wonder how long this is going to be. So I took some notes, so I got my pencil so we can go down the list. So we'll start off with the most anticipated one, I think, of the entire year is the UCS Death Star set number 75419. It's 9,019 pieces with 38 minifigures. It costs $1,000. It releases October 1st, and there's a gift with purchase with this set. It's the TIE Fighter set number 40771. I couldn't find a piece count on that in the leak, but I guess we'll start with that first. I think that the set so far, I think nothing really has leaked so far with that. I think people are still speculating on what minifigs are going to be in there. A lot of people want Director Krennic from Rogue One, obviously for obvious reasons, with him being involved with the creation of the Death Star. Galen Erso would be a good also minifig too, and you got to think of every scene that the Death Star's been in, and so it'll be interesting to see. I want them to do it to where you can have it either Death Star 1 or 2, so it'll be really interesting to see which way they kind of go. I think more likely it could be the first Death Star, but because you have with Rogue One coming out now and Andor kind of bringing back that first Death Star, it probably will be more kind of in that area. So I feel like, I mean, you already know episode 4, you get Luke, Han, and all of them. And then episode 2, you could even, if you could have it maybe split down the middle and do it half and half. But that's kind of all really for that one I really want to talk about. There's nothing really too much to review. But going down the list here, I got the 327th Battle Pack, the yellow troopers that you see on Felucia in episode 3. And this is a Battle Pack set number 75431. It's 258 pieces, $45, 7 minifigures. You're getting 4 clones, 3 battle droids, super battle droids, and 1 spider droid. And then the clones get a walker. I'm really disappointed. This is where my disappointment starts. First of all, the price point, absolutely terrible. $45 for a battle pack is absolutely ridiculous. Lego's getting way too greedy, in my opinion. Coming out with the Ahsoka fighter back a little while ago, that shouldn't be no more than $30. Shouldn't be more than $30. But the fact that it's $45, Lego's just getting greedy at this point. That set came with 3 minifigures, and it's not worth it to the average consumer. And then going off again this battle pack, first of all, the walker, I'll start with let's start with the clones. First of all, I will say my good thing about that is the clones do look really nice. You're getting the pauldrons, and I think that from the leak that I saw, you're getting the new visor that came in the Jango Fett UCS, but I'm not too certain on that, so we'll see if anything is different or changed about that. Best Super Battle Droids, they've been trying to make more of those, I think, recently. So, I mean, if you haven't gotten those, it's nice. But Spider Droids, they've been putting those in everything. I feel like the Separatists, that's all they get is Spider Droids, Spider Droids, Spider Droids. So, I don't know if they can do anything different with that. Maybe we could have given them a speeder or something. Or I guess it's for the clones to fight something. So, I mean, it's just an average Spider Droid. The Walker doesn't look good in my opinion. The stud shooter on the bottom looks really weird, and I think it kind of looks very similar to the 501st Battle Pack, the first one that came out, when it came out with the Walker, and it also came out with a speeder, and that was only $30, and that was during COVID, pre-COVID, whatever you want to call it. So you got that price influx coming out obviously in this set, and then also too, it's just not worth it. 258 pieces. The little spaceship man I showed you guys came with, I think, more pieces than that. So to me, it's just not worth getting this battle pack now when it comes out. I mean, when you look at it, the figs look great, and that's what a lot of people want to look for, but that price point is just absolutely atrocious. 7 minifigs also, like I keep saying, and I'd actually get, like, I guess it really comes down to perspective. For something like this, I don't think that you can really count the battle droids as minifigures. I feel like you can only really count the clones, and then you're getting cool ones, and it can definitely help you army build for this next set. Set number 75435, it's the Separatist MTT. It's 976 pieces with $160 price point. That is disgusting of a price. There's no reason why this set should be $160. If you look at a couple years ago when the 212th ATTE came out, that was only $140, and even then, it's not worth that price point. You're getting 12 minifigures, but most of them are battle droids or commando droids, which is the only probably redeeming factor about the droid aspect of it, because I don't remember the last time we got droid commandos, so that's actually a really good part about this set. But you're getting Aayla Secura, which is pretty cool. I would like to have her as part of my collection along with Bly. He's a cool clone, so I think that would be really cool to have them in the set. But just the common theme, I think, of this whole entire wave is just wait till it's about to retire and they go on sale. Because there's no reason in waiting. Unless you really, really want it, there's no reason in buying a $160 set when it shouldn't be more than, I'll give it to them $120. I'll give them $120. $160 is ridiculous. So, moving on, we got the Clone Turbo Tank, set number 75413, 813 pieces. Again, $160, less than the MTT. You might as well get the MTT because the MTT has more pieces than the Turbo Tank does. And it's got 8 minifigs too, so you're paying the same amount of money for less minifigures and less pieces. You are getting I would argue, are the cooler clones, the Galactic Marines. You're getting Captain Bakara and Ki-Adi-Mundi, so definitely a very highly requested battalion and set. I mean, we all wanted the others, God, why can't I think of the name? The UTAT, correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. You could barely see it in the not in the Clone Wars. You barely see it in Episode 3 when they're fighting on the bridge during Order 66 and it gets blown up and it goes in the sky. Everyone kind of knows that scene, but a turbo tank is, I guess, a good alternative too. But from what I saw, I will maybe try to post a little video or something. I went to Bricks and Minifigs. It's kind of a secondhand Lego store, and they had both of the other turbo tanks, the ones that came out in, I can't remember the years off the top of my head, but those look way bigger than this turbo tank. The turbo tank looks too small. I don't even think you can fit any minifigures standing up. It's just really sad that Lego now is going to smaller pieces to make the piece count look better when it's actually not. And then it's just the price point. Again, I honestly don't think I'm gonna really get. I'll go into which ones I will get and which ones I will wait on, or which ones I won't get. But I'll go into that in a little bit. But yeah, you're not getting your bang for your buck with this one. So I'm a little disappointed again with Lego. I don't know what the reason is for why they're making them so expensive. Maybe because it's Star Wars and they got to get their money for their licensing. And that's why I think I've kind of turned my my taste over to, I bet you can see that in the back. Slowly but surely the boat is being built, so hopefully I'll get that video, hopefully maybe by the end of the month, depending on how. I've really not been working too much on it, been a little busy doing other stuff, so it'll eventually will come out. And so hopefully I can also get that Bricks and Minifigs video, maybe talk about that too. If you saw my Instagram post, follow me I think it's still at Vinny Builds Bricks. On Instagram, I posted an Ahsoka display. Someone made an Ahsoka artwork using the world map Lego set, which I thought was really cool, and it was only those pieces that they used, so that was really cool. So I guess we can talk about that in another video. But going on down the list, we got the UCS ATST, $200, set number 75417. It's 1,513 pieces, and this set looks pretty cool. I don't have any ATSTs. I think that would be pretty cool. I don't really have a lot of Imperial type of ships and vehicles and walkers and stuff. I only really have a TIE fighter, really, to be honest. I mean, I have the TIE Bomber too that came out a couple years ago, but I mean, this set, from what I didn't see any minifigs on the leak. Obviously, I can't show pictures just to make sure I don't get taken down. This is the 4th video I'm making, so I don't want to get taken down too early. But from that set, it looked really cool. Hopefully, it's a taller set than all these other sets that we're getting. I think it'll be pretty detailed for it being a UCS set, so I'm looking forward to that one. Can't really say anything too negative about that. Moving down the list, we got the Playscale Slave 1. Comes with 3 minifigures. It's priced at $70 and is 707 pieces. And again, $70 for a Lego set is ridiculous. I feel like they're trying to get us to, because it's like, might as well buy the UCS one at this point. If you're already spending $70, might as well spend the $300. But the 3 minifigs, I'm glad that, because people are going to complain about the arm printing on the Jango, so I'm glad it gives people an incentive to buy the higher priced UCS Slave 1 versus just getting the minifig in the Playscale. I know that a lot of people were really upset with the Venator controversy with Rex and how it was the same that came in the Playscale. So I'm glad that Lego kind of maybe learned from their mistake, or either just didn't feel like doing it. So I'm glad that they have a different Jango. Boba Fett, I think he's pretty much the same. There's nothing really much you can change about that. Not really a desired fig. But then you're also getting Lama Su, I think is his name, the other Kaminoan, because you got Namaste from the Kenobi Starfighter that came out a couple years ago, and that was $20. So unless this Slave 1 that's coming out is bigger than the one that came out a few years ago for the Boba Fett Mandalorian one, I really don't see why this set is $70. That's $10 for 100 pieces. I really just don't see it. And then also too, I don't know. There's it hurts as a Star Wars fan and a Lego fan to see all this prices. I know Lego has always been kind of a more expensive market, and it's always been kind of an expensive hobby, but now I feel like ever COVID happened and collecting has become really big, that Lego knows that people are going to buy it. The big YouTubers are obviously going to buy it, so there's really no reason for them to bring down the price or change how they're building their sets. And I mean, my first video was about the U-Wing, and I actually saw the other U-Wing that was in the store at the Bricks and Minifig store, and it was bigger. I will say that, without maybe spoiling my other video, but the wings I felt like were shorter on the old one, and the bottom was definitely bigger, so you could stand up the minifigs, where in this one I feel like you definitely have that more model-y, smaller feel, more sleeker design, but I feel like it represents the U-Wing a little bit better in my opinion. But so I guess it also really depends on if you really want the model versus like a model type, or you want like a big play set, which I mean, I'm a huge fan of getting the bigger Legos. So I don't really know what we as fans can do, and I'm trying to just spread my takes and what I think is the correct thing to do when it comes to these type of Legos. I'm not saying that everyone should get these, and obviously Lego needs to make money, but at the end of the day, There's Disney's greed, Lego's greed, all their greeds. If there's any tariffs or trade disputes or whatever that's causing this price point too. But I really don't know what Lego is thinking. And then, yeah, I mean, I'm just a little disappointed. But let's continue on the list, and I'll kind of maybe wrap it up. So set number 75414, it's the Force Burner Snowspeeder, priced at $60 and is 349 pieces. That is absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And I don't even know where this set is coming from. I feel like it's maybe from that movie that came out a little while ago. It is a cool snowspeeder. It's like a hot rod looking thing, and it's got some minifigures. It's got 3 minifigs, so I don't even know who they are. I feel like this is more for the newer generation, for the newer kids watching the shows and the movies. And we all know that Lego's been tying their movies and stuff into sets and stuff for years now, so no surprise if not everyone's going to want to buy this set. But this is one of those sets that I've talked about with people before, where this is a grandma and grandpa are trying to find a set for little Timmy to buy for his birthday, and he likes watching the Lego movie or whatever, so they want to buy him that set, and it just happens to be $60. If you know that there's been multiple iterations of snowspeeders released throughout the years, and I have the Hoth set that came with Luke and the Wampa, and it came with a snowspeeder, and I think that entire thing was $60 back in the day. So I don't even know. It probably would have been, it was either 60 or 45. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. But yeah, just that price point and piece. I know a lot of people are arguing that the price per piece should be on the box, and I personally don't think that should be a thing. My personal opinion about price per piece should be in the manuals in the back. When they have the list of every piece, they should have the price per piece on the manual, not on the box, because that's a stupid argument in my opinion. You know who you are, those 4 dudes, I don't even know their names. Come at me. I want to debate you guys. I want to talk with you guys even, because they have great takes, and then they have terrible takes too. And so there's the argument that price per piece should be on the box, and I've talked with people before too about that, and it's just, it doesn't make any sense. You've got just a regular 1x2 Lego piece versus like a hair piece or a printed piece or something like that. Obviously those prices are going to be different, so I think that there should definitely be some implementation with that, so this way can tell the consumers what they're actually getting, and not just getting out of price, out of this range, out of this world price. Like, because $60 for less than 400 pieces is ridiculous. I literally just talked about in the last set, $70 was 707 pieces, and $60 is 349 pieces. Lego, what are we doing? If you're going $100 per piece, this should be a $30 set. So it's ridiculous. I'm a little frustrated with this wave, if I'm being honest. I might not really get a lot of Legos. I talked with people, and I was really excited for a lot of these. I'll kind of go down the list and see what I actually want versus what I don't want. But last leak is set number 75430. It's a buildable Ewok. I didn't get a piece price on this. I probably should have looked that up, but I think I saw the price count was at $120. And I mean, a lot of people, if you're a Star Wars fan, diehard Star Wars fan, if you're an older Star Wars fan, you know that a lot of people don't really like the Ewoks. I mean, like, my personal opinion, they're okay, but like, I'm not a huge fan of the Ewoks in terms of like, I want like merchandise that's Lego. But I mean, for a buildable Ewok, if you have the Chewbacca, the C-3PO, the K2SO, the R2D2, whoever you have, I feel like it's a great line to have. Like, I'm not knocking the buildable characters, the battle droid that just came out, the Droideka. All those are amazing sets. They look really nice. They've taken old ideas and have making them new again. You know, way back in the day when they first tried to make like the battle droid, they really messed up on that. So I'm glad that they're at least kind of bringing back buildable sets and But yeah, personally, I don't think I'd get that set. But let's go back up through the list. So I said no to the Ewok set. I'm not getting that one. Not getting that Snow Speeder. I don't even know what that set is, where that's from. So the Playscale Slave One, that's one that I'm really torn about because I have the Obi-Wan Starfighter and it's cool, and it would be cool to have both of them because they could recreate the scene, because that was the whole reason why I wanted the UCS one. But I've been to the Lego store now multiple times, and I've told you guys before, I think that it's just not worth it anymore. Like, it looks really cool, but I feel like at this point I might as well just get the Playscale one and get the extra minifig and maybe collect him, and who knows with that one though. Probably one of the more, I was shocked with this one, the UCS ATST. It looks really cool. If that's a legit picture of the Lego set, it looks really clean. And it would be really cool. That's a display set. That is a nice set that I would get. So I would definitely get that set. I mean, with it being $200 with over 1,000 pieces, you're getting 1,500 pieces. So I guess that kind of falls in line with that. So yeah, so I think that one's a good one. The Turbo Tank, that's a waiting set. I'll wait till that is Lego's pleading that some people buy it. So I hope maybe at like Walmart or something, or if I see it somewhere really cheap for like under 120, I'll definitely pick up that set. So we'll wait on that set for now. Same with the MTT. Again, $160 price point is not worth it. Do not buy these sets now. We need to protest or something, because it's getting ridiculous about these prices. So again, $160. We'll wait on it. They're definitely, because that's the hard part, is they're really cool sets, and it's like, what are you gonna do? Not buy them? And it's like, yeah, I'm not gonna buy it because it's $160, but they're really cool, so I do want them. So it's just the price of being a Lego collector nowadays, I guess. Same with the battle pack. Such a high price point, and you're not getting the things that were in the 2020 battle pack. The 501st battle pack, it would have been a little more justifiable, a $45 price point, if they included a speeder maybe in that set too. But the fact that they've got a not so good looking walker in it, and from what I saw too, the only other buildable thing that was there was like a little turret stud shooter tank thingy, and it's literally like this big, and it's not even a tank, it's just like a little turret is the word I'm looking for, not tank. But yeah, man, it's just not worth it. It's really just not worth it, in my opinion. Because if you look too, I almost didn't buy that battle pack that came out with the Coruscant Guard and the regular clones. The only reason I got that one is because I got a gift card for Christmas. That was the only reason I got that set. I would not have that set if it wasn't for Christmas gift. And like with that set too, that's its own video down the line when I review it. But just like, the builds are small, you're getting la-di-da builds, and it's just Lego's cheaping out and kind of giving us crap, to be honest, if I'm being honest. But and then this last set, obviously I want this set, and we gotta wait and see what it looks like. But $1,000 is ridiculous for a Lego set. With it having 9,000 pieces, I don't know if that Coliseum or with the Stadium, I forget which one had, I think it was 10,000 pieces. But for it being $1,000 is kind of crazy. You also are getting that gift with purchase. You're getting 38 minifigures. So it'll be really interesting to see what kind of goes into that. I'm pretty sure the Daily Bugle only had like 20-something minifigs. So it should be interesting to see with that one. So, and I feel like if I am going to get a really, if you were to tell me, well, hold on. I'll maybe change my point of view on this, but between the UCS Death Star, UCS Falcon, and the UCS, I'll put two more in there, the AT-AT and the Star Destroyer, without seeing the Death Star, obviously that's the one I want because it's the biggest one. It's got the coolest minifigs. But honestly, there's other ones that are a little less price point, but they don't have as many minifigs or any minifigures for that matter. So I think the Death Star would be, if you have the spending money or you save up or whatever, I would definitely say get that set. We have to wait and see what goes on with that set, but yeah, I mean, sorry for this rant, but I wanted to kind of say my opinion, kind of show the leaks and everything without showing any pictures and kind of speaking my mind. But yeah, thank you to all my subscribers. I don't even know what I'm up to now, but thank you to everyone who's subscribed so far. Thank you to family, friends, and other people I don't even know who have subscribed to this channel. So that's really cool. So I want to thank everyone again for subscribing. This is not like not trying to do this for a living yet. If I blow up, maybe, but then I can buy everything on this list. So then I'll be like, Lego's the best. But I look at the comments at every video. Someone commented on one of my videos, if you want to make a video or something or collab or whatever, just hit me up. And then I saw another comment from someone that said you should review the sets you already have, which I think that would be pretty cool. I think that's kind of where my channel is kind of going to now, because after this gets built, and then I'm probably going to get the Jurassic Park T-Rex skeleton. I think that's a really cool set, and it looks really cool. And it would kind of maybe expand a little bit too in my collection. So that's probably going to be my last set I purchased for a while. And then I'll probably go through all my other sets that I have and maybe kind of go and box everything up as I review everything. So that'll definitely be interesting to see what people enjoy watching versus with what I have versus maybe other people's collections. So yeah, comment on the video if there's any specific sets that you can think of that I might have. I'm not really sure if I can review every set, but I do have a lot of sets. I do have a lot of sets probably ranging from, I have a lot of sets from 2013, so maybe like let's say 2012 to now is probably my collections range. So like and subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Any likes, it's cool watching the likes go up and the views, especially. I think the last views on that last video was the most I've ever had in a video. There was 47 views, but better than 0 views, so we're climbing up there. Hopefully I don't even know how many subscribers I have, so maybe let's try to get to 20 if I don't have 20 yet. So let that be the goal, maybe till next time I post. So again, yeah, just last little comments. Just Lego's downsizing for sure. It's getting to the point where you can't even play with a play scale set anymore without it being not accurate and having to bend down minifigs to where they can't fit in the set. And yeah, it just also to this price point, it's getting ridiculous. If Lego is trying to save money anywhere they can, that's the shame on them for being a toy company, and they're definitely pandering towards the collectors, and because they know that that's where the money is at now. So it's a little disappointing to see this trend kind of happening with the shrinkflation, and just it's tough being a Lego fan these days. So yeah, just those piece counts, price points. That's kind of it. So again, thank you, like and subscribe. I don't know if I have bell notifications to where it notifies people if you're subscribed, so turn those on if you want to. If you want to watch these videos, appreciate everyone that watches these. Again, it means a lot to me. I kind of just do this for me, just kind of speak my mind, but if I can share it with other people, it's always cool. So if you ever want to collab, or if you want to debate or anything, I'd love to just talk Lego with anyone if this reaches anyone. If you know people that want to collab, just hit me up. Comment down below. I always read the comments. I only have ever really gotten one comment per video, so yeah, I think that's kind of it. I think it's time for dinner. I'm getting hungry, so I'm going to stop the video there, and I'll see you guys in the next one.